Well, once again, thank you so much for coming this afternoon. We're so appreciative of the support that we have had, not only from our local community right here in the neighborhood, but also our friends and family within the community health system, as well as our friends within elected officials in the city of Springfield. My name is Greg Chance. I have the pleasure of being the regional CEO for MedicsFirst, and a number of MedicsFirst employees are here, and we're so thankful that they are part of our team, and they do a wonderful effort out there every day providing pre-hospital health care. So those of you with MedicsFirst, please raise your hand. One thing that I like to say at every staff meeting is if you're ever in the back of one of these vehicles, it's probably not a very good day for you. And I'm so pleased to have this team working for you and working for me to provide highly quality clinical care in a compassionate manner day in and day out. So I'm very thankful for this team, and we're thankful for this building. There's a few other people that I'd like to thank and recognize. We are a non-for-profit entity. I'm blessed to work for a very strong local board of directors that are committed to the MedicsFirst mission and vision and committed to what it means to be a non-for-profit in this community. So I'd ask my board members to please stand. Today's event, we have a number of activities that we'd like to accomplish. We have a few people that we are so pleased that have stepped up and are willing to make a few remarks. But additionally, we're so thankful to be part of the Chamber on Tap experience. So once we've concluded with our remarks here and we do the typical ceremonial ribbon cutting, we invite you to stay, participate in the Chamber on Tap experience. We have a lot of food, we have drink, but also we would love to introduce you to this wonderful building. Please find one of the MedicsFirst team members. They'd love to give you a tour of the facility, talk to you a little bit more about what we do as a pre-hospital healthcare provider here in Springfield and the surrounding communities. We also have some exhibits. We'd love for you to see the back of our vehicles. So you can see it during a normal day in terms of what to experience when you do have to have an ambulance transport, but also we'd love to talk to you about hands-only CPR. Bystanders are the most significant opportunity to improve positive health outcomes. If you experience a sudden cardiac arrest, take 3 minutes, learn how to properly do hands-only CPR. We'd also like to show you some new equipment that we've deployed here in Springfield and Sangamon County in terms of helping improve outcomes of that patients that suffer from sudden cardiac arrest. So we'd love to talk to you about that as well. Please reach out to one of our team members. They'd love to answer any questions and provide you an opportunity to view the rest of the building besides this wonderful ambulance bay. With that, I would like to introduce Mike O'Shea, president of O'Shea Building Contractors. Mike and his team were the primary contractor for this building, and we're so appreciative of the work that he and his team and the subcontractors did. So I'll turn it over to Mike.
First, Greg, I want to say thank you for your confidence in selecting O'Shea to execute this project. It's never lost on me that when an owner comes to us with a project, no matter the dollar amount, it's an important expenditure to them, and I always want the O'Shea team to treat it like that, so I appreciate your confidence in us. I want to thank you. Also, as a lifelong resident of Springfield, I remember North Grand Avenue in a different day when it was a little bit more robust and all these buildings were occupied. And I'm so grateful as a community member that you and your team have made a reinvestment in this part of Springfield. It's good to see it coming back, a strong north end. So hopefully you'll buy a couple more properties along North Grand and renovate those as well. And I know Alderwoman Lakeisha Purchase was very instrumental in helping pull this together, so I was just going to acknowledge her support as well. And it's just, there's great gratification in the work that we get to do. So often we get to work in the medical community, and you would never call on us for emergency services, but when we get to do things like this, I feel like we're a small part of saving lives. So we were greatly honored and esteemed to be part of your team, Greg. Thank you again, and I appreciate the opportunity.
Thanks, Mike. I do want to mention, as Mike indicated, we do consider this a part of a neighborhood revitalization project. This project actually got started due to some conversations between Joe Hurwitz and members of Memorial Health System leadership, and we're so pleased to have a partnership with Memorial Health System. In fact, they are leasing the 10,000 square feet that are on the other side of that wall, and we're soon to have a neighbor sometime in late July, early August, which will be the ISU School of Nursing. But listen, well, Mike already mentioned the strong support that we've had from Lakeisha. Alderwoman Lakeisha Purchase is not only a friend, but she also serves on the board of directors for MedicsFirst, and I'd ask Lakeisha to come up and say a few words.
So I'm a little short. I'm helping you, Mayor. So guess what happened? The Tooth Fairy showed up. When I first got appointed, this was one of my first projects, and I felt like it was an eyesore because it was a missing front tooth that we had here on North Grand. So now that we have MedicsFirst here and Illinois State Nursing Program, the landscape is really changing for North Grand. They are a catalyst to our North Grand area, and we're beautifying the corridor. So I just want to say thank you to everybody who has been committed to bringing this together, especially the mayor, because I had to call him to ask for help. So I think that this is a strong start, and we're just getting started. This is connected to the medical district. This is a part of the economic engine. And in the beginning, when I first got in, I said, hey, we just need a tune-up. You know how your car needs a tune-up? You have so many miles on it. That's what happened. So we're just getting started, and I look forward to the continued success. And I just want to let the cat out the bag. We're getting ready to do a few series educational videos to talk about what a day-to-day looks like for EMS. What it looks like when we take your family members from your homes into the hospitals, or take them from one facility to another. And I think that's the key to education, educating our community about what we do, and we'll be going around and knocking on our neighbors' doors and just introducing ourselves and telling you all, this is some information that we have for you. You can come and view our facility, and we're opening it up to the community. So I really, truly thank you, Greg, and I thank all of you all. When I see you, I blow my horn and wave and say, hey. And now I will introduce our mayor, Jim Langfelder.
Well, thank you, Alderwoman Purchase. Sometimes we do see eye to eye, right? We're about the same level. But really, this is very exciting for our city, for our neighborhood, and thank you, MedicsFirst, for making this happen. And Memorial Health Services, this is the first of many different levels for Springfield, because it's true integration and synergy when you look at Memorial Health Services under the leadership of Ed Curtis, moving this direction, partnering with MedicsFirst, and then also with Illinois State University with the nursing school. That's what it's all about. How do we all work together to improve our community on many different fronts, but most importantly, being a community partner with the neighborhood and the neighbors that we serve. Because we have a Class 1 fire department, and we have an accredited police department, emergency services. So we really appreciate MedicsFirst for reinforcing the first-rate service we all receive, especially in our healthcare facilities. So thank you very much, and thank you for being part of today.
Thank you, Mayor. We do appreciate the support, not only from you, but also your administration, as we dealt with numerous building permits, et cetera, and it was a very positive experience for us. So thank you very much. At this time, I would like to invite Evan Davis. Evan is the current board chairperson for the MedicsFirst Board of Directors. Evan?
Thanks, Greg. I promise to be brief because it's not lost on me that I am the last thing standing between this group and drinks and some food as well. I just want to say a couple things. There's a theme here in terms of community. I've heard that theme with every speaker, and Greg talked about that with community revitalization. I have to tell you, since being asked to be a member of this board along with others in the room back in 2019, I've learned some things. I've learned a lot about EMS, but I've also learned what a classy and sophisticated organization this is. So I've really grown to appreciate that. I've really watched MedicsFirst give back to the community in many ways, whether it's involvement with the local United Way that maybe wasn't the case previously, giving back to the community through community education, those types of things. I've just been really impressed by that. It makes me proud to be a member of the board. I think a lot about mission statements, and I was talking to someone before here about mission, and they're truly true to their mission. If you read the mission of AMT and MedicsFirst, what you see are words like community and health and value, and that aligns really well with the organization that I've spent 20 years working for, and that's Memorial Health. So, and I've appreciated the way that MedicsFirst partners in the community with both hospitals as well in the community. So with that, on behalf of the Board of Directors, I just want to thank and congratulate Greg and really all of the other folks who've been a part of this project, Mike and his team at O'Shea, in really making this wonderful facility come to fruition so that really this team can continue to do the great work for this great community. So thank you.
Thank you, Evan, and thank you, other speakers. I do want to make one pitch, as mentioned previously, especially by Alderwoman Purchase. We love to do presentations, so if you're a member of a social service group, a fraternal group, any type of opportunity where we have a collective group of individuals that we can talk about EMS services in your community, hands-only CPR, how you can help save lives, please reach out to us. We'd be glad to schedule something for you. Talk to one of the MedicsFirst team members and they can give you that right phone number to reach out to us to schedule that. This concludes the formal ceremony. We will now move into the ribbon cutting with the officials and our friends, and then I invite everybody to get a tour, talk to some of the individuals that work here day in and day out, as well as take advantage of the food and drink. Thank you so much for coming.